morning, I'm Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. 5 dead and 1 injured in a pickup van accident in Baglung. The injured being treated at Dhaulagiri Hospital, deceased yet to be identified. The 29th Conference of Parties kicks off from today in Azerbaijan's Baku. Key focus to be on climate finance, as tackling climate change estimated to cost trillions. U.S. President Joe Biden to meet President-elect Donald Trump this Wednesday. Biden expected to urge Trump to not walk away from Ukraine, saying it could spark more instability in Europe. And Chelsea and Arsenal settle for a 1-1 draw at the English Premier League. Manchester United defeats Leicester City 3-0. Go. 5 people have died and 1 injured in an accident in Baglung. A pickup van headed for district headquarters Baglung Bazar from Jaimini municipality met with accident this morning at Arjua. The injured is being treated at Dhaulagiri Hospital. Deceased are yet to be identified. However, so far it has been understood that they include 2 female and 3 male. The driver is among the deceased. The 29th Climate Change Conference of Parties, COP29, is kicking off from today in Azerbaijan's Baku. Nepal's delegation at the event is being headed by President Ramchandra Paudel. President Paudel had left for Baku yesterday evening upon the invitation of his Azerbaijan counterpart, Aliyev Ilham. Vice President Ramsahaya Prasad Yadav and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had reached the airport to see off the president. President Paudel is to address a high-level session tomorrow. A separate high-level session has also been scheduled where the president will draw the world's attention towards climate change agendas of Nepal. Another high-level meeting is also in schedule to dwell on loss and damage, especially for Himalayan nations like Nepal that have been bearing the most brunt of climate crisis. Based on a report by International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, ICIMOD, nations in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region are at 3 times more risk of climate change impacts compared to other countries. Between 2011 to 2020, the rate of glacial lake melting in the region has gone up by 65%. Nepal, along with other least developed countries, are to draw the international community's attention towards climate change mitigation and adaptation. According to Ministry of Forest and Environment, Nepal has prepared work plans around 6 agendas, including climate finance, loss and damage, carbon trading, greenhouse gas emission calculator, mountain agenda and capacity building, mitigation, adaptation and inclusion. The government has directed Nepal Electricity Authority to resume disrupted power supply to industries within 24 hours. Cabinet meeting held yesterday also decided to direct the industries that have outstanding payments to clear their dues within 15 days on the basis of the bill from time of day meter TOD.
विद्युत लाइन सुचारू नभएका उद्योगमा 24 घण्टाभित्र लाइन जोड्ने व्यवस्था ऊर्जा जलस्रोत तथा सिंचाई मन्त्रालयले मिलाउने त्यसैमा साथै 15 दिनभित्र उद्योगहरूले खपत गरेको विद्युतको बकाया रकम बिल अनुसार असुल उपर गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ.
The dispute between industries and the authority regarding charges of the dedicated and trunk line is still ongoing. The authority had cut off power supply to faulty industries on 24th of October. Now, meeting of the office bearers of main opposition CPN Maui Center is currently underway. The meeting at Party Chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal's residence in Kumaltar is dwelling on the nearing by-elections and the party as an organization overall. Discussions are also underway on the government's performance and an awareness campaign at local levels to hold the government accountable. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what do you think is the reason behind lack of monitoring despite numerous accidents due to overcrowded vehicles? Your options are A. Insensitive government, B. Result of nexus, and C. Lack of awareness. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us.
Go.
Chairperson of main opposition party Maoist Centre, Pushpakamal Dahal, expressed reservations against the government for what he said efforts to sign the US State Partnership Program SPP without any preparation or public discussions as he addressed a program at Hetauda yesterday.
Chair of CPN Maoist Centre, Pushpakamal Dahal raised concerns at an event in Hetauda on Sunday, suggesting that Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had previously given his approval for the US State Partnership Program and that an agreement could be signed soon. Despite the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stating that no such process has been initiated, Dahal insisted that the public should be informed, claiming that there is an internal agreement.
सैद्धान्तिक सहमति दिइसकेको कुरा अमेरिकन मिडियाहरुमा आइ नै सकेको छ र अमेरिकन सरकारले त्यसलाई आधिकारिक रूपले भनि पनि सकेको छ। यो गम्भीर चिन्ताको विषय छ। त्यसकारण यो सरकार चाहिँ नेपालको राष्ट्रिय स्वाधीनताको सौदाबाजी गर्ने, आफ्नो कुर्सी बचाउनको निम्ति राष्ट्रप्रति घात गर्नेतिर अगाडि बढ्ने त होइन। अब सैद्धान्तिक सहमति आफै पनि गम्भीर विषय हो। त्यसमा अब सम्झौतै गर्नेतिर जाने हो कि?
There is no official stance from the government on the SPP agreement yet. Analysts in the diplomatic field say that someone who has been Prime Minister 3 times should understand the seriousness of the issue and speak.
होशियार रहनुपर्छ र भरसक कमेन्ट नगरिहाल्नै राम्रो हुन्छ।
Premier Oli had clarified that no proposals has been made on the 22nd of August when a question was raised in the parliament about the SPP. Nepal proposed to the US to participate in the SPP in 2015 and 2017. Although the United States accepted Nepal's request in 2019, the program did not proceed due to the controversies. America's SPP program started almost 30 years ago.
Now, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces what they think of the education bill that has been stalled because of disputes on whether to allow teachers to participate in politics. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
शिक्षण पेशालाई मर्यादित र व्यवस्थित बनाउनको लागि एकदमै आवश्यक हुन्छ। यो पेशामा राजनीति गर्नु ठिक होइन।
पुरै चाहिँ दलको राजनीति नगरे पनि अब राजनीति चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ, पाउनुपर्छ।
कुनै पनि शिक्षकले पढाउने काम हो, पढाउनु पर्छ, त्यो राजनीतिक दलको कार्यकर्ता हुनु हुँदैन।
बच्चाहरुले पढाइ राख्नुपर्छ, त्यसमा ध्यान दिनु पर्यो नि। रिटायर भएपछि उहाँहरु चाहे राजनीतिकमा आउनुस् अथवा व्यापारमा आउनुस्।
शिक्षकहरु समुदायका ऐनाका रूपमा हुन्छन्। उनीहरुले जे सिकाए त्यो समुदायले सिक्ने हुन्छ र विद्यार्थीले सिक्ने हुन्छ। त्यसकारणले शिक्षकले राजनीति गर्नुभन्दा पनि नितान्त शिक्षण पेशालाई अपनाउनु अनिवार्य हुन्छ।
राम्रो हो त राम्रै हो, अनपढहरुले भन्दा पढे लेखेकोले केही गर्छ कि भन्ने मतलब सोच हुन्छ।
पेशामा रहेको शिक्षकले राजनीतिक दलको सदस्यता लिनु उपयुक्त मलाई लाग्दैन।
डाइरेक्ट चाहिँ गएर राजनीतिकमा समावेश नहुनु पर्ने हो।
अन्य सार्वजनिक पेशा सरह शिक्षकलाई हेर्नु हुँदैन र के हदसम्मको छुट चाहिँ शिक्षण पेशाले पाउनुपर्छ।
शिक्षकले राज्यले बनाएको नीति अनुसार शिक्षा नीतिलाई चाहिँ लिएर जाने हो, उहाँहरूले राजनीति गर्ने होइन।
शिक्षक साँच्चै शिक्षक हुने हो भने उसले कुनै पनि राजनीतिक पार्टीको चाहिँ सदस्यता लिएको हुनु हुँदैन।
Time now for international update. American President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump will meet coming Wednesday. According to BBC, American National Advisor Jake Sullivan informed that the meeting between the two leaders will take place coming Wednesday at 11 a.m. local time in the Oval Office of the White House. After Trump's historic victory in the recently concluded presidential election, the advisor said that the two leaders are going to hold talks for the first time at the invitation of Biden. Sullivan also said that two leaders will discuss on the top priorities of domestic and foreign policy. He adds that the president will urge Trump's incoming administration to not walk away from Ukraine, saying it could spark more instability in Europe. Sullivan has said Biden's top message to the president-elect will be his commitment to ensure a peaceful transfer of power, and he will also talk to Trump about what's happening in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Sullivan also said they will talk about how Trump will take on these issues when he is in office. International media have reported that Biden's plan is to provide an additional $6 billion to Ukraine by the Biden administration before Trump takes over his tenure. According to Washington Post, Trump had a phone conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin and asked him not to provoke a conflict in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Putin has signed a historic military agreement with North Korea. Only a few days ago, the Russian parliament approved the military agreement between Russia and North Korea. Russia has also launched its biggest attack on Ukraine so far. The Ukrainian Air Force has confirmed that the Russian army shot down about 145 drones in all parts of Ukraine. Gunmen killed 10 people in a bar in the central Mexican state of Querétaro, authorities have said, adding to a wave of violent crime that is gripping several areas of the country. According to State Attorney General and Querétaro City Security Chief, the incident took place in a bar in the downtown area of the state's capital, where 4 gunmen entered, killing 7 men and 3 women. Authorities have said that 7 other people were injured. 1 person was so far in custody. Investigators were at the scene and also looking into a vehicle believed to be linked to the incident. Querétaro is not commonly prone to high levels of violent crime, such as homicide, and is considered relatively safer than many other areas of the country. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said he spoke with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump 3 times in the past few days, aimed at tightening the strong alliance between Israel and the United States. Netanyahu said in a statement that these were very good and very important conversations. He added that they both see eye to eye on the Iranian threat in all of its components and the danger posed by it. The statement further said that they also see the great opportunities between Israel in the field of peace and its expansion and in other areas. Netanyahu also commented on Thursday night's attack on Israeli soccer supporters following a football match between visiting Maccabi Tel Aviv and Ajax Amsterdam. He also said that it was a brutal and violent attack against Jews just because they were Jews. COP29 has kicked off in Baku, Azerbaijan. Among the many themes this year, an energy day is to be observed on 15th of November. The planet has already warmed about 1.3 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average, and the last decade has been the hottest since records began, with European Union scientists virtually certain it is to be the hottest of the 125 years before. The World Meteorological Organization (WMO) said on 28th of October that greenhouse gases have been accumulating in the atmosphere faster than any time experienced during human existence over the last 2 decades. Carbon dioxide concentrations hit a new high of 420 parts per million ppm last year, up by 2.3 ppm from a year earlier, and they have risen by 11.4% in just 2 years. 20 years, in fact, the UN's weather monitoring body said in its annual greenhouse gas bulletin. The report warned that there are already signs that rising temperatures are driving dangerous feedbacks that will further increase atmospheric greenhouse gas concentrations. Climate scientists say for the world to meet the 2015 Paris target of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is a threshold that is considered to avert the worst impacts of climate change, including an exponential sea level rise that would severely jeopardize coastal cities globally, no further expansion of fossil fuel infrastructures should occur. In spite of scientific warnings that have spanned decades, the majority of fossil fuel producing economies are expanding or exploring further production, including into liquefied natural gas and natural gas. The production and consumption of fossil fuels also have large environmental impacts, from worsening air quality to local pollution and contamination. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will be at 6 this evening. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.